When we talk about veterans, what do we picture? The unassailable Captain America hero archetype? Or the lone wolf Rambo walking along the roads in Alaska? I wanted to know, so I asked some people what they thought when they pictured the word veteran. What do you picture when you hear the word veteran?
My crazy neighbor Frank comes to mind, who served in Vietnam and has a messy, dark house with dogs running around.
I sat down with Lana Duffy, a former Army NCO who served in Iraq, to talk with her about what image she feels people have when they find out she's a veteran.
They want to hear that we saved the world. They want to hear whatever is going to fit their perception. Everybody's like that. We all want the world to fit what we've preconceived because it's comfortable. And nobody wants to get out of their comfort zone.
But where does this idea of the hero come from? For many of us, that image is born from what we see on the news or in film. My own childhood was spent pretending I was G.I. Joe or Rambo, and it seems that lately there's a new film or video game coming out every year to give us that narrow view of what we think a veteran should be.
Nobody has any questions about his commitment to this country. He's an American hero.
And though most people mean well, there's always that one awkward question that manages to come up.
Have you ever killed anyone before?
Things people want to know is, have you killed anybody? And for me, it's hard because what do I say? Which way do I go with it? If I did, does that mean that I'm, a veteran in what you consider a veteran to be? Or if I didn't, am I not? It's really problematic, and it kind of puts us on the spot. It's a hard thing to talk about. While this may be awkward chit-chat at parties, some people would like to end the national conversation altogether. They feel issues such as PTSD and mental health treatment for veterans shouldn't be talked about at all, as you can hear in this recent podcast by radio talk show host Mike Savage.
I am so sick and tired of everyone with their complaints about PTSD. I'm sick of it. I can't take the celebration of weakness and depression. Everyone wants their hand held in a check, a government check.
A lot of us have had trouble adjusting, but it's not always because of post-traumatic stress. Sometimes it's just because the Army told you what to wear for 10 years. They told you where to be, they told you what to wear, and they told you when you had to be there. And that was your life.
And while there may be no shortage of high-profile personalities working hard to help veterans make an easier transition back to civilian life, some of the most common perceptions are still alive and well. And I'm curious, when you hear the word veteran, what do you picture?
I picture disabled people on the street. That's one thing. I picture poverty. I picture people that aren't appreciated enough for what they've done. Even socially, it's hard to relate to a lot of people. You go out to parties and people are talking about their jobs or college or something, and you have a whole different set of experiences that aren't, you're not better than them, you're not worse than them, but it's just an entirely different set that very few, less than 1% of this country has fought in these current wars. It's not a common thread that you have to discuss with other people or to bond over at a cocktail party. So it can be very hard.
And I'm not sure that people really want to know. When they ask you the question, what was that like? Half the time there's a glaze that comes over their faces because it's so foreign that you're speaking another language.
Reporting on veterans issues from Manhattan, I'm Dan Gorman.
By making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country.